Hi, Sheryl, Spirit Medium from Universal Soul. Today we're going to do a tarot review on the Norse Tarot by Clive Barrett. This deck doesn't actually come in this box anymore. I know that he still sells them in a shrink wrap with a small white booklet, but I actually bought these probably 20 years ago, so that's why I've got the nice case with the thick booklet. But I'll show you what's inside. He does have a Facebook page, and he also has an online shop, so check him out if you're interested in the cards. I've had quite a few people ask for me to do this review, so I know a lot of people are interested in this deck. So here's the booklet. It is quite thick. So the cards do follow the Rider-Waite style. Some of the cards are very, very similar, although some of the cards are very different. I do think this is still a good deck if you're a beginner and want to learn, because the system is very similar, as you'll see in the pictures on the cards I'm about to show you. So he goes through in the book and talks about the guides, and there's also rune meanings on each one. So obviously, like the other books, you've got your interpretation, the reverse meaning, and on this one you have an extra rune meaning. So you've got a few things, and there's the rune symbol on the cards, which I'll show you on the actual cards. So that's the book. I'll just get the cards. Now the card stock with these I'm very happy with. I wouldn't buy a deck if the card stock wasn't up to scratch. I don't know why they would bother to make cards on thin card stock. I just don't see any point. So sometimes cheaper is not always better. The card stock's very much like the Rider-Waite, so if you can compare it with the Rider-Waite cards. The size, they're probably the same length, they're a little bit wider. That's the Rider-Waite Radiant one to compare it with there. So these ones are very easy to shuffle, and as you see, they've got a very nice backing on them. They're nice and smooth. So I will take you through every card, because I know that some people buy a deck based on sometimes their favourite card, which I do, I guess. Mine would be the Aces. I look at those, and I look at the Magician, the Moon and the Star. So let's have a look at all the cards. So just some advertising in there, which we make sure we take out before we do a reading. So here we go. The first card up is the Fool, and that's the rune symbol down the bottom. Your number at the top. And as you can see, it's very similar to the Rider-Waite Fool card, in the sense that you know, he looks like he's off on an adventure, although there's no cliff, and it doesn't look like there's a dog. But I still think if you were looking at learning the cards, I'll keep flicking through these. If you were learning, I think it's still a good deck to learn on, because it does semi-follow the Rider-Waite. Some cards are very similar and some cards are very different. The pictures are very clear, the colours are very nice, and some people that don't like borders may not like the white trim around the edge, so it probably would look quite nice trimmed, if that's what you were into. I have never trimmed a deck. I like borders, but I know a lot of people think that the cards pop out a bit more if the border's not on there. And also, as you can see, the Justice and the Strength card. So the Strength is in the Justice place, and the Justice is number 8. There's the Strength. So that's number 11. So some decks are swapped around like that, depending what you're used to using. Death. very grand. Also in the booklet, he does describe the different gods. You know, there's a little story behind each card. Sorry, the lighting's not the best because the sun and clouds. It's a nice judgment card. The world. So here we go into the cups. Suit of Cups. As you can see, it's quite like the Rider-Waite style. And with this one, instead of the page, we've got the prince and we've got the princess, and then into the queen. So the knights are the princesses in this case, and we've got the queen and the king as normal. So slightly different. I think his reasoning behind doing that was so there was a male and female page and prince representation. Not that it really matters because we all have male and female energy. I'm sure you know that working with the cards. It's a very Viking-like. So there we go, that's the prince and the princess. Queen and king. Right, so with our pentacles, they're called discs in this set. So much the same. Well, so just to compare, because we've got that card here, the Five of Pentacles, very similar picturing to the Rider-Waite. But as we said, with the prince, using the prince and princess, the knights are not depicted on a horse as that action card. Here we go, onto the swords. It's a very good one for the Two of Swords. Seven of Swords. So they're very good cards. I'll rate them out of 10, bearing in mind this is just my personal rating based on the card stock, the picture quality. I have definitely bonded with these cards. I would definitely give them probably a 10 out of 10. Nothing bad to say about these cards whatsoever. They're very nice. Like I said, easy to shuffle. Yeah, nice and smooth. So that's it on the tarot review of the Norse Tarot. Check his Facebook page out or his online shop if you're interested, but very good quality cards. So until next time, bye.